What's up guys? This is just going to be another vlog update of sorts where I talk about what's going on in my cubing world. I've been taking quite a liking to this style of video and I want to try and do it more and more. Of course that also depends on how much actual interesting cubing related stuff is happening in my world, but I will try and make the effort to make this sort of video more often because, I don't know, I enjoy it. So yeah, let's jump right into it. First things first, I will be attending US Nationals in Salt Lake City this summer. While I'm overseas, I will also be visiting California for a while. You know, just different parts of that whole side of the coast, probably going to a few competitions if I can, but also just, you know, exploring the city and, you know, seeing all the fun stuff. So that's pretty much what's happening in terms of my overseas competitions for the year, and now I'll explain why I'm not going to Euros or Asian Championships. Well, actually I won't explain Asian Championships because that's a whole big can of worms that would take forever, and let's just say if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, so... yeah, don't worry about Asian Championships, but the reason I'm not going to Euros is it's basically just too expensive, and I went to Europe in 2017 last year and also 2016, so it's a little bit excessive for me. As much as I want to see all my European friends, it's not really in the cards this time. And when I go overseas, I like to make a bit of a trip out of it, so California and US Nationals seemed like a better fit this time around. So that's what's happening in terms of international competitions. Now with that out of the way, let's get on to some of the cubing coaching related stuff. And if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to leave a link below that'll take you to the video I made a couple weeks back explaining the whole business and, you know, just getting it off the ground basically. If you've already seen that or you're already aware of the business, this video is just going to clarify a few things about it, both in the now, like how the business is generally operating, and also how the business will probably operate going forward. Regarding the here and now of the business, I'll first start by talking about the service side of things and then also the pricing side of things afterwards. So in terms of the service, there's basically a scale on how it works. On the top you have the month-long service, where you get all the Skype calls, the Q&A, the video analysis, all the good stuff. And then the baseline, like very basic service where it's just a one-off video analysis where I give you tips. So that's the range of the services, and you can kind of basically pick somewhere between that scale depending on your needs. For example, maybe doing 2 weeks instead of a month-long service, so that would make it, you know, nearly half the price. Or maybe doing it as 3 weeks but not having the ongoing Q&A side of things because you don't think you really need it. That can definitely, you know, make it a bit cheaper for yourself and make it a bit easier for me. So yeah, that's pretty much how the service side of things works. It's just a scale of those two things and what you can afford and what your needs are. You know, we'll sort something out based on that. Now in terms of the pricing, my baseline prices are about 50 USD for the one-off video analysis and then 150 USD for the month-long coaching service with all the good stuff. Now these are just baseline prices, people. Depending on where you live, if you live in like poverty-stricken Ethiopia or something, I'm not going to make you pay that price because your government's destroyed your currency and you're probably poor and all that kind of bad stuff. So the way the pricing works, it's based on your needs first and foremost for the service, and also where you live, what your financial situation is like, and all that kind of stuff. So that's how the service and the pricing work in the here and now. So it's largely negotiable, but I do have like some limits. Like I'm not going to let even like the poorest person, they're not going to get the month-long coaching service for like 5 USD. Like I can't do anything that ridiculous, but we can work within these, you know, parameters basically. So that's how it works in the here and now. Now, in terms of the business going forward, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I will be attending US Nationals. As such, I'm not going to be accepting any clients after June 30th. So anyone who wants to become a client and work with me after that date, I can't really help you. I could maybe do like a few days after because I don't know exactly when I'm flying out to the United States, but I will definitely be flying out early July and I'll, you know, need my time to prepare for the trip, obviously. So I can't accept any clients in the month of July. Now, after I'm back from US Nationals and, you know, settle back in Australia, I may resume the business as it is going forward, but my suspicion is, just based on the way I'm feeling at the moment, I think I would rather move to something where I just offer a one-off video analysis and not really so much of the ongoing coaching thing. Although I would still be open to doing ongoing coaching if someone made me a good enough offer. I'm thinking maybe that's how I'll try to run things going forward, but it's all pretty up in the air. But right now, I'm leaning slightly on the side of not continuing, at least the coaching side of things after July. So if you really, really want to get the coaching side of things, and I think there are a lot of benefits to doing that as well, and I've seen it in the clients I've been working with have improved quite quickly with my coaching. So if you want to get that, you got to get on it basically this month or next month or the month after. And after that, I can't really guarantee that I'm going to be offering that kind of service going forward. Other than that, that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about in terms of my international competitions going forward and my cubing coaching service going forward. Other than that, in terms of other stuff I've been doing, I've got a Canberra competition coming up, not this weekend, but the weekend after. So I'm really hoping I can get some good results in square one, feet, you know, all the great events. And aside from that, I know I haven't been streaming much on Twitch lately. I just became an affiliate, and the second I did, I pretty much dropped off the face of the earth. That was pretty much because I wanted to give this cubing coaching thing a try and see like which direction I want to go in, and right now I'm leaning more on the side of Twitch, but I do want to keep giving the cubing coaching thing an honest go because I think it could really go somewhere, whereas the Twitch would just be like a really, you know, stable side hustle kind of thing to go with cubing. But I do plan on getting back on Twitch eventually, at least a little bit, but I am taking a bit of a break pretty much just to focus on the coaching side of things and also, you know, give myself time to practice properly, because one of my main reasons for not enjoying using Twitch is I can practice and do it and interact and all that sort of stuff, but I can't really practice the way I want to and get like the level of focus that I at least think that I need in order to really make the most of my practice sessions. And you know, when you can only practice so many hours a day, you really do want to try and get the most out of it. So that's pretty much why I kind of ditched the whole Twitch side of things, at least for now. I will get back into it in some fashion, but I mean, no real promises. So yeah, that's pretty much everything going forward. You might see some videos here soon, just doing solves at home or something. But other than that, that wraps this up. Thanks for watching. Hope to see some of you at US Nationals or in California, and I will see you in the next video.